break. This is 4367. This is a Leaf Pearl random hits. The way this break works is we do not run any of the randoms right now. We just go rip a full case of Leaf Pearl. We are going to assign the hits numbers 1 through 22. If there's any extra hits, somebody's going to get extra hits, but there should be 11 hits per box. They will all get assigned out a number. We originally were going to run this as an 11 spot. You guys wanted to do a whole case. We're now doing all 22 spots in one break. After we open the box, everything gets a number. We will randomize a list of names, randomize a list of hits that will assign you to a hit, and then we will do a big recap. So good luck, everybody. We are a full case channel, and this is a very, very heavy case. Just a giant brick of Leaf.
Bricked up.
After some of these hits, some of you guys might be bricked up. Oh my, oh, wow, dude, these are so heavy. These are so heavy.
The winner of Bingo, Cream Tides.
Oh, jeez. These are so heavy, holy cow.
Yeah.
We need a bigger desk. Dude. Let me zoom out a little bit.
Oh.
I did not think about the logistics of this one. We should probably, dude, we should just break on this one, but we'll break on this one. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. That is a huge box. It is incredible. They only do this product once every couple of years. What's the retail on a full case? These are about $3,400 per, so it's about $7,000 for a sealed case. This thing's a monster.
That's what she said.
Now you open it up, and you've got all the bags. And then underneath you've got more bags. Yeah, so underneath there's more bags. Okay. I am going to go left to right, top to bottom.
Where's Taylor at?
Where's Taylor at? Are you guys ready? The 101 Pearl top row. Okay, we'll save this one for... No, we're going to... I said what I said. This one will be... Why bags? Because how else would you want to deliver a $3,000 product? And all of your cards can come in the bags if you want a bag. Your first card out. I can barely see the screen, by the way. Your first card out. We're just going to go in order, so we'll do the 101 next. We're going top to bottom. Left to right, top to bottom.
Oh.
We're kicking off. With a Ja'Marr Chase. 7 of 7 to kick it off. Midnight Pearl Auto. Ja'Marr Chase. 7 of 7. I'm going to set all the bags off to the side. You guys will get a bag with your hit. Sponsored by Crown Royale. Ja'Marr Chase 7 of 7 is hit numero 1. We're going to get 22 total hits in this break. That is your first hit. Your second hit is going to be a 1 of 1. We're going to go just in order. We know that this is going to be one of the better cards. This is our 1 of 1 Pearl. Your next hit out. Oh my gosh. How about Kristaps Porzingis? And somebody lied because it's actually numbered 5 of 9. I'm actually glad it wasn't. I'm actually glad we didn't save that for last. Game used. Kristaps Porzingis Letterman.
The list doesn't matter.
I'll take the list off. Just I'll make it so it's a little less confusing. That's from the last break. Here is everybody who bought a spot in this one. But none of you guys have a hit right now. Tingus Pingus. The P is for Pingus. That is hit number 2. Let's hit number 2. I just threw the bag away. I'm so used to just throwing the wrappers away that I just threw the bag away. That's funny. Hit number 3. Everything in this is game used. Is that patch with the Knicks? Let's take a look on the back. Does not say when it was used. I would assume it's Knicks, though. Could be Dallas, I guess. Next out. We have a patch, a pearlescent patch of Jim McMahon, 3 of 7. Almost threw it away again. Somebody lied. Yeah, imagine that. They might have multiple jerseys, or there could be... Porzingis only has one P in his last name, so... They could have multiple jerseys. Alright. Nothing crazy yet. Saving our best hits for the end of the first box. Per lesson patch, game used Jim McMahon. Alright, here is numero 4 right here. Hit number 4 right here. It's thick. It's thick. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How about Neymar on our 1/1 diamond? Neymar on our 1/1 diamond. Or our pearl, excuse me, our pearl. So used to flawless. Our 1/1 pearl is Neymar. You have received a pearl base card featuring an authentic pearl. So that is a real pearl in there. Dude, Neymar 1/1 pearl. Hit the scores for that one. You thought that was Damian Priest? Too much wrestling on your mind. Neymar 1/1 pearl. I wonder if there's any comps from like 2023. I wonder if he had a pearl card in 2023 because that was the last pearl set that we saw. PSA is going to authenticate the pearl.
Luis 92, can you fill out a giveaway?
Luis 92, we need you to fill out a giveaway form. Here is your 5th hit. That is Kylian Mbappe 1 of 2. Kylian Mbappe 1 of 2. Wow. Soccer heavy first box. Game used Mbappe.
Oh, there's A-Rat.
Renegade, I don't need you to be negative about this one, man. A lot of people, or 22 people spent a lot of money for this one. This product has had a lot of hype out of the gate, so I know that you're not in the break. I know that you're not a fan of Leaf, but I would ask that you please be respectful of the people who are in this break. That one's pretty cool. What a patch. Pearl sold for 1 of 10 sold for $70, so 1/1, probably a couple $100. We haven't seen our cut autograph yet. We still have 6 more boxes. I can't even see myself on the screen, which is funny. Like, this box is so big, I can't even see in front of me. Is that the France kit? Is that from France Uni? Probably from a France Uni, right? Top middle should be the cut. Well, that's what they said the last time. That's what they said the last time. All right, we still have a long way to go in this break. How about Giannis Antetokounmpo, 3 of 7, the Greek Freak on the auto. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Midnight Pearl auto.
The buck stops here.
The Bucks always stop here. The Bucks always stop here. That is going to be hit number 6 right there.
Where's the emotes, guys?
Yeah, I need my Bucks emotes. I need my Bucks emotes. Are they on card? Unfortunately, they're sticker. Unfortunately, they are sticker. LFP is the La Liga logo. Interesting. There's JWJ dropping the info. JWJ, why don't you break soccer?
Exactly. You just took the words out of my mouth.
All right. Is this going to be our cut? This is our cut right here.
Clear cut.
This is our cut right here. This checklist on the cuts is insane.
Thank you, Luis.
George W. Bush, 1 of 20, the most common cut in our first box. A former president is our cut.
That's pretty sick.
George W. Bush.
Do the line.
Bush. Well, do the line. What?
Only one.
Fool me once. Joke's on you. But fool me twice. A fool can't get fooled again. So George Bush and Muhammad Ali are the 2 most common cuts in this product. You can't be mad about a George Bush cut, a George W. Bush cut. I know that Abraham Lincoln's on the checklist. Those are Z's, not G's. So that is your 7th hit. The other one's going to be a 101, says Villain. Now come watch this drive. Everyone in this break is guaranteed one of the cards that we pull. Yep. Yes. This is a random hit style format. Everybody gets one hit. That's my bush. All right. Next out. HWs would sell for a bit more, yeah. We have a duel. How about Peyton Manning and Dan Marino on the dual auto? Peyton Manning, Dan Marino, dual auto, 1 of 7. 2 of the greatest quarterbacks ever. That one's cool. Renegade. That was proven that they have photos of Rampage. Edge did the same thing this week, and they had photos of Edge signing the exact card he said wasn't his signature. So, Renegade, I don't think it's fair to talk about things if you don't know the full story. They literally had photos of Rampage signing the cards that he said he didn't sign. Hey, Family Pack, you're very welcome. Peyton Manning, Dan Marino. We still have 3 cards left in our first box. We have a whole nother box after this. Quad auto. We have a quad auto. Good luck. Well, first out is Cyborg. Second out is Amanda Nunez. Third out is Paige Van Zant. Fourth out is Jade Cargill. Somehow made it on that one. That one's actually cool. That one's actually cool. With 4 of 5 special forces of Cyborg, Nunez, Van Zant, and Cargill. Apparently, Jade Cargill is going to make her MMA debut at some point.
I would potentially be a buyer on that.
That one's cool. Jamela buyer. That one's very cool. Hey, and I said no UFC tonight, and look what we pull. That's pretty cool. That's a cool one, for sure. I do think that it would have been cool to have Ronda on there if they could have got Ronda. But that is hit number 9 of 22 in this break.
They should have got Gina Carano.
Oh, Gina, yeah. All right, we have 2 left in our first box. Jade's random. They probably didn't have a. They probably Misha Tate. They probably didn't have a 4th UFC women's UFC fighter under their portfolio. I think this is Skeens. Well, that's Paul Skeens. Pearl Prospect autographs, 10 of 10. Paul Skeens. Skeensy, 10 of 10. Ronda with half her face kicked in by Holly Holm. Oh, man. 5 of 5. Oh, man. 10 of 10, Paul Skeens. Dude, we got 1 pack left, too. Or one pack. We have one bag left, and then we have a whole nother box after this. Old Paulie. Paul Skeens. Best card so far. Either our Pearl 101, our George Bush cut. And here is your last pack. The other box is going to be... I feel like the other box is going to be better. Your last pack. How about a 2 of 7 Nolan Ryan? Midnight Pearl Autos. Nolan Ryan. 1 of 7 on the Nolan. Yeah, that was a crazy experience. Paul Skeens and Nolan Ryan, back to back. How much is it for this product? It's about $3,400 a box, or about $7,000 for a sealed case. Sealed case is a little bit of a premium. We've got one more box of this stuff. Close that one on up. And we've got the second half, dude. So these boxes, even empty, this is like a 5-pound box, guys. You know that, right? This box weighs like 5 pounds. Kind of crazy. All right, number 2 incoming. There's like no room on my desk, like whatsoever. Let me go ahead and take our first 11 hits and set them right there. This box gonna be cinema, says Pithora. Well, we think we're gonna get a 101 cut in here. I think we're gonna have an insane card. Whew, boy, I'm excited. I'm nervous. I want somebody to get a $4,000 card. Just pay for one of the boxes with a singular card. I really love the presentation on this one. All right, there we go. Got it. All right, your second half right here. Once again, going to start here. Go across, open it up, go across, go across. Which one of the crazy cuts in here? Hopefully the Lincoln or the Ruth. Those are like the two product hits, Babe Ruth or Abraham Lincoln. All right, first out. Well, there's a little guy. You might know his name. His name's Leo Messi. A 6 of 7 Leo Messi to kick us off. Ridiculous. Messi auto right there. 6 of 7. We have hit some crazy autos. And we've still got 10 cards. Leo. Starting off with a Messi. It's a cut autograph. So they take a document that he signed and they embed it into a card. They called up Abe and said, hey, can you sign some cards for us? All right, next out. That is going to be Travis Bazzana, top prospect for the Cleveland Guardians. 3 of 10 on the Bazzana. That's probably like our worst card so far. Our worst auto, I would say. Abe signed a deal. Yep. Travis Bazzana, 3 of 10. Probably our worst auto so far. And that's saying a lot when Bazzana's like your worst one. Shout out Abe. Abe said, why not? Travis Bazzana, 3 of 10. All right, next up. What's up, Chris?
Chris.
Give me a mem. Muhammad Ali, Pele, Mickey Mantle, Wilt Chamberlain, Bruce Lee, Joe Namath, Willie Mays, Ernie Banks. 8-player dominate memorabilia. That's crazy. 5 of 7 on that one. Mantle, Chamberlain, Pele, Muhammad Ali, Bruce Lee, Joe Namath, Willie Mays, Ernie Banks. That is ridiculous. All game used, by the way. All game used on that one. That is hit number 14 for us.
That's so crazy money with the line of the night so far.
I figured Abe would be too busy hunting the vampire. Oh, that was a good movie, too.
The book was the best.
This one's kind of a thicker something. Is this another... This is our Pearl right here. This is our Pearl. What is a Bruce Lee patch? It looks like it is... Like, it looks leather. Maybe like a shoe or something? It looks leather.
A gi?
From a gi? Emmitt Smith is our Pearl. 101 Pearl. Authentic Pearl in there, too. 101 Emmitt Smith on the Pearl. Our other one was Neymar, so I expected this one to be not Neymar quality. 1 of 1 Emmitt Smith on the Pearl. It's a Pearl base card featuring an authentic Pearl. What is an authentic Pearl worth? What is, like, if I just wanted to buy a Pearl, not the card, what is a Pearl worth? I have no idea. Oh, what a bum. Just Emmitt Smith, you know. What a bum. Abe's actually breaking out Fanatics right now. Pearls are dirt cheap right now, says Spunky Weirdo. Depends on the type of pearl. Pearls are cheap. I did not know that. Everywhere from $5 to hundreds of thousands, says Jan. I'm going to take Jana. Jana's our resident Pearl expert. Is that Shaq? Oh, wow. That is Shaq. A 1 of 1 pearlescent patch of Shaquille O'Neal. Which is funny. They got him depicted in Orlando, but that's a Lakers uni. Me and JMO were listening to some old Shaq raps. He said some funny stuff when he was beefing with Kobe. What a patch. Jumbo pearlescent patch.
That's really funny, the timing of that.
The timing of that's funny. We were literally talking about it before the stream. all the things that he said about Kobe during their feud. Kobe, tell me. Yeah, that's what he said. I'm glad they made peace. That's cool. How's my patch taste? How's my patch taste? Oh my gosh. All right, let's go underneath. 6 cards left. Duel. Poppy and Carl Yastrzemski, 2 of the greatest of all time for the Boston Red Sox. That is 2 of 6. 2 of 6, Yaz and Ortiz. Here's the good, says Pithora. Yaz and Ortiz, dual auto, to go with our Peyton and our Dan Marino. Burn that card, says Taylor. Unbelievable. Is that an LSU? Is it an I guess it could be LSU. Lakers or LSU. That's a good point. Could be LSU. What's up, Captain Chaos? Here's our cut. Here's our cut. Hit number 18 in the break. Good luck. It's Richard Nixon, 12 of 20. 2 presidential cuts. Richard Nixon. I am not a crook. 12 of 20. Richard Nixon. No 101 cut. A little sad. Dick Nix. It's a dick. It's a tricky dick. That's the real dick. Oh, chat going wild. That's a nice. Oh my gosh.
Little Dick Syndrome.
Had to play it. Had to play it. Play it again.
Little Dick Syndrome.
We got a little dick syndrome for Richard Nixon. Oh my god, they set us up perfectly for that one. They knew we had it on the soundboard.
Is it stationary from the Watergate Hotel?
Is this stationary? Authentic cut of Richard Nixon.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Yeah, stationary from the Watergate Hotel would be insane. Never pulled a Richard Nixon auto before, I can tell you that. Alright. Next out. We got another Shaq, but this time it has ink on it. 1 of 6 on the Paragon. Shaq. Second Shaq we have seen. Shaq on the Paragon auto. 1 of 6. The big Shactus. The big Aristotle. The big Shakarok. The Shakarok was not a good nickname on his.
What was his
The Shactus. What was his? What was Shaq's Cavalier's nickname?
Drew should know that.
Drew. What was it? Shaq, 1 of 6. All right, three hits left, and then we will random to see who gets what. 1 of 3. It's a quad. Peyton Manning, Dan Marino, Drew Brees, Kurt Warner. 4 of the greatest of all time. 4 of the greatest of all time. Quad auto, another football quad. Alright, I'm going to make a prediction. You guys ready for this prediction or a spoiler? One of these 2 cards is going to be a Steph Curry auto or patch. Come on. We haven't seen any Curry yet. Well, that's not it, but that's not bad. Bobby Witt Jr., 2 of 5 auto. Bobby Witt, they are sticker auto, unfortunately. 2 of 5, Bobby Witt. Another Royals auto. We hit a Caglione in the last break. Bobby Witt, 2 of 5. And we're down to our last card. Hit number 21. I guess we could hit a Patty Mahomes. I forgot he is in the product as well. Alright. Here is going to be your last card. Last card. More football. Mike Singletary and the Fridge, 1 of 1 dual auto. Mike Singletary and the Fridge, William Perry, to wrap it up for us. The box does not want to close. Oh, you got to pull these inside. Oh, that's right, because this is on top. Close it up. Mike Singletary, William Perry. Yeah, it's got to have sticker autos for the duels. It would take forever, probably, to get everything signed. No thanks on that one, says Bulldozer. Let's go ahead and take a look at your hits. We'll do a recap, and then we need to random to see what you guys get. That's going to be hit number 22. So everybody gets a hit in this break. Nobody gets skunked. Let's take a look at your first 11 again. We'll do a recap, and then zoom this in a little bit. Get me the Mbappe, says Villain. Villain wants the Mbappe. He says no autos. All right, here are your hits. We have the Jamar Chase auto. We have the Kristaps Porzingis. Handle the dick with care. We have the Jim McMahon patch. We have the Pearlescent Pearl 101 Neymar. We have the 1 of 2 Kylian Mbappe. We have the Giannis Antetokounmpo. Our first cut autograph was George W. Bush, 1 of 20. Dan Marino, Peyton Manning. Quad auto, Cyborg, Amanda Nunez, Paige Van Zandt, and Jade Cargill was our quad. Careful with the dick. Skeens and Nolan Ryan. Those were our first 11 hits in the first box. And your second box. Try not to drop cards. That would be bad. Bush and Dick. We hit literally Bush and Dick. Where are our cuts? We have a Leo Messi, 6 of 7 auto. Travis Bazana, 3 of 10. We had a 8-way with Muhammad Ali, Pele, Mickey Mantle, Wilt Chamberlain, Bruce Lee, Joe Namath, Willie Mays, and Ernie Banks. And we have the Emmitt Smith Pearl, 101. There's definitely cocaine on both of those cards. Pearlescent patch of Shaq, that was a 101. We have a Carl Yastrzemski, David Ortiz, 2 of 6. Our other cut auto was Richard Nixon. Yes, the president, Richard Nixon. Shaq, 1 of 6. We have the quad auto of Peyton Manning, Dan Marino, Drew Brees, and Kurt Warner. We have the Bobby Wade Jr. And our final hit number 22, was Mike Singletary and William Perry. Now we get to do the fun job of assigning out your hits and seeing who gets what. And then we will come on back for one final recap. So, yeah, let's go ahead and let's run that random. So, just like any break, the dick was a little bit to the left, yes. Just like any break, we are going to randomize the list of participants and then randomize the list of hits that will assign you a hit number, and then we will go back and we will do a recap. We're going to go, we got to go at least 4 times. Our break rules indicate we got to go 4 times. So let's go 7 times on your names, 7 times on your hits. And good luck, all. Furry-Goat going to be in the 13th spot. We'll see. 5, 6, and that's 7 with Clyde up top. All the way down to Furry-Goat on the bottom. Taylor does have 2 spots in this one. All right. Hit number 1 on top, all the way down to hit number 22, going to be on the bottom. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, and your hits. 15 up top, all the way down to 7 on the bottom. I don't remember any. I remember a couple. What are what? All right. Clyde with 15, Gerald with 16, John R. with 13, Sherry with 21, Andrew S. with 18, Anthony C. with 6, Aaron B. with 22, Furry-Goat with 20, Steve A. with 8, Wally with 5, Alex J. with 9, Steve A. you got 17, Cameron E. you got number 2, Aaron with 10, Steve B. with 19, Steve E. with 1, Mark K. with 14, Dan F. with 4, Caveman with 12, Jonathan D. with 11, Aaron B. with 3, and Furry-Goat with 7. Let's go ahead and now do a recap, show you exactly what you got, and then that'll wrap up the break. I've watched 2 other cases opened. I don't think this was a super strong case. I do think we got a lot of value, but did we hit the ceiling? We did not come close to the ceiling. So all of these cards will ship in one of the bags, by the way. So we'll set those aside. We'll make sure everybody gets a bag. Kicking it off, Stevie, you got the Jamar Chase auto, the 7 of 7. Cameron, you got the Kristaps Porzingis Letterman patch. Aaron, you got the Jim McMahon pearlescent patch. We've got Dan with the one of the 2 pearls, the Neymar Pearl. 101 Neymar Pearl. The Kylian Mbappe, hit number 5. This one went to Wally. Who wanted this one? He might trade. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 3 of 7, went to Anthony C. Giannis auto. Our first cut, George W. Bush, hit number 7, went to the Goat of Fur. Furry Goat. Did you want that one? Did you want that one, Furry Goat? Something tells me you didn't. Hit number 8, the dual auto going to Steve A. Bush is up for trade. He wanted the other cut. We had a quad auto of Cyborg, Amanda Nunez, Paige Van Zandt, and Jade Cargill. The quad going to Alex J. Aaron, you got the Paul Skeens. 10 of 10. And the Nolan Ryan went to Jonathan D. Alright, the rest of your hits. You had Leo Messi, hit number 12, went to Caveman. Congratulations, Caveman. Travis Bazana, 3 of 10. Bazana went over to John R. We have the Dominate, the 8-way with Muhammad Ali, Pele, Mickey Mantle, Wilt, Bruce Lee, Joe Namath, Willie Mays, and Ernie Banks. Hit number 14 went to Mark K. We have the Pearlescent, or Pearl, 1 of 1. Emmett Smith went to Clyde. We had the Shaq Pearlescent patch, 101. Hit number 16 going to Gerald. We had hit number 17, the Yaz and Poppy, went to Steve A. What do I think the best card is? I don't know the value of a Richard Nixon cut, but I'm going to guess this might be one of the top 3 hits. 12 of 20, Richard Nixon, hit number 18, went to Andrew S. Congrats, man. The Shaq 101 Paragon patch was hit number 19. That one went to Steve B. The Goat of Fur with the quad, Peyton Manning, Dan Marino, Drew Brees, and Kurt Warner. This guy hit a similar card a few weeks back. Hit a similar one a few weeks back, and it had Patrick Mahomes on it, unfortunately. So that's his second quad from Leaf, like in the last month. Hit number 21, Sherry, you got the Bobby Witt Jr. 2 of 5 autograph. And then the last hit, Aaron B. You got the Mike Singletary and William the Fridge Perry. And that is going to do it for your break. Yeah, I want to